It's Okay That You're Not Okay, 2017 by Devine radicalizes grief. It teaches us how to honor loss truthfully and deconstructs how we experience sorrow and support mourning people. Psychotherapist Devine leads grief and loss work. Through her website, media appearances, and training programs, she challenges mourning stereotypes. She founded Writing Your Grief, a workshop that unites grievers and supports them. It's Okay That You're Not Okay presents a radical perspective on grief, challenging societal norms and offering a meaningful approach to living with loss. Psychotherapist Devine, a leading figure in the field of grief and loss, redefines how we support those who are grieving. The book redefines grieving support. The book emphasizes the importance of honoring grief authentically and acknowledges the societal misconceptions surrounding it. Devine addresses common societal responses to grief and highlights the inadequacy of cliched phrases such as, "everything happens for a reason." She emphasizes the individual nature of grief and the need for genuine support, debunking the notion that grief follows a linear process. The author encourages readers to accept grief as a natural response to loss and emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and supporting it within communities. Furthermore, Devine discusses the distinction between pain and suffering, advocating for the acknowledgement of personal ways of managing grief without unnecessary social pressures. The book also offers practical guidance on relieving the physical and mental symptoms of stress associated with grief, highlighting the importance of self-care and individual coping mechanisms. Moreover, the author challenges the notion of moving on from grief, emphasizing that grief is a lifelong companion that requires meaningful integration into one's life. Devine encourages honest conversations about grief and the creation of new meaning within it, emphasizing the need for genuine support and understanding from friends and family. Nothing can replace your grief, but you don't have to go through it alone. She wants us to accept that severe loss causes grief. Platitudes and advice don't work. First, many individuals think everything happens for a reason, but this is false. Death just happens. Losses vary. Breakups are unpleasant, but they are not deadly like losing a career or a limb. Kubler-Ross and Kessler's 5-stage grief paradigm is worth considering. We think grievers go through denial, anger, bargaining, despair, and acceptance sequentially. Devine explains how to openly honor grief, manage pain without needless suffering to grieve freely. You only need to distinguish pain from suffering right now. The Buddha stated pain is inherent, but suffering is optional. No social pressure should prevent you from feeling pain. No need to remove your wedding ring, clean up your child's room, or release your parents' ashes immediately or ever. She warns that death draws out the worst in people. The reaction of others may vary from awkward silence to discussing inheritance. She encourages you to be upset, not oversensitive. Now that you know you mourn differently, you need honest, no-nonsense self-care. Next, Devine advises us to reduce grief stress gradually. Acknowledge that grief affects the mind. Grief can sometimes cause life questions. Why live? Not wanting to live is different from wanting to die, thus this doesn't make you suicidal. The author suggests you tell someone you trust to cope with gloomy thoughts. Grieving people sometimes inherit their deceased loved ones' physiological pains. Devine advises to walk around the home or practice small exercises to stay energized and avoid breakdowns. She wants you to manage your discomfort without suffering by taking care of your mind and body. She insists that grief doesn't always heal. Creating meaning from pain requires hope. Devine offers practical solutions to recover correctly from grief. Finding the proper solutions takes time. Now for the difficult part, honest sorrow conversations. Friends and relatives' encouragement may look sloppy and disrespectful, but they just wanted to help. Speak up without being negative or callous. Unite your true allies to support your pain. Grief must be endured, not fixed. In conclusion, It's Okay That You're Not Okay offers a transformative perspective on grief, advocating for authentic and meaningful support for those experiencing loss. Devine's book provides essential insights for anyone seeking a more compassionate and realistic approach to grief support in today's society. Everyone deserves to grieve and receive honest support. Ultimately, we need somebody to cry and move forward with.